Well, hello and welcome back to another video. Been a while since we uploaded here, just had some things going on. But anyways, we're back with a my top 5 favorite Yu-Gi-Oh decks of all time. Now, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a very, very long time. Like, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since its inception. Not only, when I mean inception, I mean the show, not the card game, the show itself. Because the show itself was in 2000, and then card game came out in late 2001, beginning 2002-ish. So that's when, like, I've been in this game since the beginning of time, all the way, and I've been a competitive player since late 2003, beginning 2004. So I've been around the competitive scene since like ever. Now, yes, I took a break like most players did around end of 2012, 2013 era. You know, that time when Card Fight Vanguard was the cool game. Anyway, but I still knew the game. I still followed it. I still had certain things like decks here or there, but all in all, I've been in the competitive scene. I've been into Yu-Gi-Oh this whole time. So we're gonna go through every deck, not just every deck, but just every deck is compiled in here. And here are my top 5. At number 5, we have the Chaos Cookie Cutter. Now, for younger viewers, if you don't know what the Chaos Cookie Cutter is, my older viewers, you'll know what it is. But essentially, what the Chaos Cookie Cutter is. Term cookie cutter means everybody played the same deck, exactly the same build, with maybe like 2 or 3 cards different. In late 2003 or beginning 2004, when Invasion of Chaos came out, it changed the landscape of the card game forever. And everybody played the Chaos deck. The same Chaos deck, which is, I'm going to run everything in my power to make Chaos Emperor Dragon blow up with Sangan there. And then Sangan or Witch. And I'm going to search Yada Garasu, summon Yada, attack Urine Yada lock. And for the younger viewers, Yada Garasu, this was pre-errata. What was it? Yeah, this is Yada Garasu for anyone. Yada was nasty. Yada was a disgusting card in those days. Now Yada doesn't do anything, because I've seen people try and make Yada Garasu work. Doesn't work well. There was also a backup plan if that didn't work. BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, and Chaos Emperor Dragon, they all attacked, and Chaos Emperor blow up for game. And if not, you ring one, blow up the rest, right? That was like your backup plan. You also had your GOAT deck, like in the sense of like your Air Knight Parshat, your Jinzos, your cards to, if you don't get that, at least you have some big beaters to deal damage. And then you had hand rip cards, hand loop cards, cards that ripped it. So it was like a whole different game. Now if you try and bring back Chaos Cookie Cutter, it's not as good as it once was. But that's at number 5. And it was the first competitive deck I actually spent time building. And I was a young kid. This was at a time where my dad learned, you know what? You are taking this serious. You want to be a serious competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player? I'll help you by getting you little here, little there. And I had to earn my way into it. But this is where it happened, and so that's why Chaos Cookie Cutter at 5. Now, I know a lot of people from this era will choose the GOAT decks over the Chaos Cookie Cutter, but that's just me. Anyhow, at number 4, I know this is a bit controversial because this is one of the more hated formats. It's like a love-hate. Like, a lot of people hate this format, or a lot of people love it. Like, I mean, love it like the way I did. Because this is the time when I became a seriously competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. Like, right around near the end of GX was when I was, like, working my way towards becoming, like, a top competitive player. That was my goal around then. And when we got to Phantom of Darkness, that's where I said, alright, done. It's over. I'm going all in. And this is where I spent the most money on a deck. I built Dad Return. And I like the Dad Return deck. But it wasn't until Tele-dad. So at number 4 is Tele-dad. Tele-dad is what I love more. I know some people prefer Dad Return, but I prefer Tele-dad. And I spent, well, God, you don't want to know. That deck was well over thousands of dollars. And boy, I spent that money, and it was a lot. But it was the deck that I was willing to, and the deck that I really... Because this was at a time where I was going to locals both Saturday and Sundays, because locals back in the days used to do multiple days. Like some locals here do them, but back in those days it was Saturday, Sundays. I'd go every Saturday, Sunday, and I play with my Tele-dad. And either I wouldn't make it, but a lot of times I would make it to top 16. And I just love the interaction of Tele-dad, because there's so many ways you could build it through. You know, you got the Yugioh Guardian line, you have the Stardust, Black Rose Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, the Psychic guy. What was that Psychic guy? Hypernova. So the level 8 Psychic monster. That was another big one. If you want more Psychic emphasis, which I did because I pulled that, and I'm like, you know what? I can add more. You could play with Command Knight, no Command Knights. You know, Crush card, no Crush cards. Crush card was very expensive, but I built the deck completely except for a Crush card. So, and that deck, I just love that play style of that deck. Even to this day, I have all these decks that you're going to see in my top 5. I built them. Now, do I have every card? No. Either they're in the process of being built or I have built them. So, anyways, let's go. Number 3, Synchrons and Blackwings. So it's kind of a tie here between Blackwings and Synchrons. You know, I wanted to say, but I played a hell of a lot of Synchrons just as much as I played Blackwings. Like when Blackwings first came out, oh my god, I loved that deck. I even and then there was a time where I said, this deck is nothing. But then Duelist Pack Crow comes out, and I'm like, I'm buying the pack. And I remember they were asking like, you stopped playing this, because I moved into Synchrons at the time, and I'm like, I just want Zephyros. And then they're like, I mean, you like Blackwings, I mean, it's cool. Yeah, and then I never pulled the original Zephyros. I got the Zephyros years later and then rebuilt the Blackwings again. And then Synchrons I started playing with because they got more Stardust support. So, like, you know, you go the Junk Warrior line, you go Junk Gardener line, you go into, what was the other one? Junk Archer. You have, then you make, like, Shooting Quasar Dragon, Shooting Star Dragon, Shooting Majestic Dragon, you know, all of this Stardust line. And it was amazing. And I even liked the new support that the Synchrons got years later to get even more busted. Because when you look at the more modernized version of it without Hulk, pre-Hulk, it was like you could make an Omni Negate board of like 7 negates without a question. And it was like, I love Synchron. And then Blackwings, I played the OG build, I played the secondary build, and even currently now, when Blackwings got a new support, I was all in, all for it. I was like, hell yes, Blackwings, sign me up, baby. That's right. So I jumped right into Blackwings again. Now, is it my main deck? Not at all. It's another deck I have in case if I feel like it, but all in all, Synchrons, Blackwings, couldn't decide because I played both of them equally as much, and I did both of the upgrades from their original build to the next until the current, right? Now, I didn't play Synchrons with Hulk. I always played Synchron without Hulk, but I still did pretty well. Now, in obviously Yugioh Master Duel, I include Hulk. Anyways, now, moving into number 2, we have Dark Magician. Now, there's many builds of the Dark Magician. I prefer the Dark Magician Girl build because there is a build where you play pure Dark Magician. There's a build where you play the Magician Girl builds. Purely, I like to mix not the Magician Girl, it's Dark Magician Girl because, you know, like the student teacher cards, the cards that help combo off, like, you know, the Dark Magician Knight, Dark Magician Girl Knight. There's another card that works in conjunction with if you have Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. Like, obviously, I know there's better builds, but I just like the combo interaction that they have. That's why I play the Dark Magician Girl deck. Now, is it my main deck? No, it's a just for fun deck. But when they released new support years ago, I got everything for it. When they released more support, I got a lot of it. Because growing up as a kid, I liked Dark Magician. It was one of my favorites until GX came out. That's when everything changed. But up until then, it was Dark Magician was my guy. So I had to build the Dark Magician deck. And I actually won a few local tournaments back when it first came out in 2017. 16 or 17 when it came out, the original supports. But it doesn't stop here. My number one deck. My numero uno deck. But before we get to number one, let's give some honorable mention to Synchro Zombie. Original Synchro Zombie right after Tele-dad, Plant Synchro, and Light Sworns. More specifically, Chaos Light Sworn or Twilight. Now, at number one, what is number one? Heroes. Any version of Heroes. Now, I'm not going to say any version in the sense of Destiny Heroes. Oh, no. It has to have the fundamental base is Elemental Heroes. And then we build from there. Whether we throw Evo Heroes, we throw Destiny Heroes, Vision Heroes, Neospatians, you name it, Masked Heroes. It's all going to be in there. But the base has to have your Elemental Heroes. You know, your Stratos has to be there. Obviously, Stratos has to be there in any deck, and I always run at least one Solid Soldier, but you know what I mean, like the base. And I play Heroes when they first came out in Lost Millennium, and to this day, I have never stopped playing Heroes. Yes, when Heroes came down and I wanted to be competitive, I played better decks, but as soon as Heroes got new support, I jumped right back into Heroes. Like, I played the original, normal Heroes. I've tried to build Jaden's Hero deck, because for any of you who remember Pojo, I went on there and I asked people, hey, because Jaden's the Jaden pack, Duelist Pack Jaden came out, I was like, anybody have his deck list? I want to build it, because some of the cards are there, some of the cards are in Lost Millennium. I want to build his deck. I've played Bubble Beat, I've played Alias Beat, I've played the Ab Zero build, I've played the Destiny Elemental mix, I've played Plasma Control, I've played Dogma Control, I played Destiny and Dragoon Control, I've played the original Masked Hero build with, you know, when the structure deck came out and you had Crimson Blade Ninja, Daigusto Emerald in there, you know, all this stuff. I currently play the current version of it as well. And I even have a binder dedicated to hero cards. Like, just hero cards in general. Like, not in my deck, so what? You're extra, so what? Go in my binder for my collection. My sleeves for my hero decks are hero. My playmat is an elemental hero playmat. My binder is a hero binder. I just love heroes. Like, who couldn't tell? The name of this channel is Hero City. Also, I've also played Little City as well. That's another build I've played. I've also played Hero City Control 2 again. But you get the point. Hero City, look at the thumbnail picture. Look at the cover picture. It's Jaden and all of his heroes. So who wouldn't guess that Heroes would be my favorite number one deck of all time? And actually, I'm considered the hero guy at my locals, because everybody who looks at me who doesn't know my name, they go, oh, the hero player, oh, the hero guy. If they know my name, they call my name, go, yeah, still playing Heroes? Yeah, respect. You know, kind of shit. I'm like known as the hero guy there, because like there are other players there that yes play Heroes, but they're more newer hero players. They know me from day one since Lost Millennium, and I'm never gonna give up on my heroes. I've even taken heroes to regionals. Damn it. When heroes were garbage, I've taken to regionals. Yes, that's right. Regionals. When they were garbaggio. I played in locals where I've never won a single locals with the original heroes, or Bubble Beat, or Little City, but I didn't care, because I love the hero decks. And if I had to pick, I would pick Elemental Heroes over all the heroes, but I would group them all together, and Heroes are my number one favorite deck of all time. Now, let me know in the comment section below what some of your favorite decks are. Do you have a nostalgic deck like me? Do you have a deck that you stuck through thick and thin since day one when it came out? Didn't matter what it was, you will always play it? Let me know in the comment section below. And, hey, Smash that thumbs up button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and hit the bell button to be notified when we upload new videos. Remember, get your game on!